This video is about Brett Hankinson. The federal verdict, he was found guilty of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights. And to me, there hasn't really been any real justice in the Breonna Taylor case. I mean, George Floyd, and rightfully so, got all the headlines and all Ahmaud Ashbury. But Breonna Taylor, that was so blatant. She was a frontline worker doing everything that was going on during 2020. And Daniel Cameron, who was the lieutenant governor something in Kentucky, they tried to downplay it. It's been swept underneath. It's taken this long just to come back, but it doesn't seem like she's got her full tilt of justice because the other officers were found not guilty. And it's like, and so they rush so many things, they pass so many things, you just kind of wonder. But Breonna Taylor has almost been forgotten. And what happened to her was a travesty. She's one of the faces of the Black Lives Matter, lives lost, unalived in the last decade. And so you just wonder, no, we're not talking about monetary. We're talking about doing the right thing, the common sense thing. People going to, because everything is so, detailed. But this is one of the few times that Louisville, Kentucky's actually put some a bit of bias aside and actually say, yeah, okay, this is real. But it's like, why does it take so long for Breonna Taylor to even get a piece of justice when it was blatant, very blatant? And like I said before, she's become less and less because it's almost like they want to, and no disrespect, George Floyd, very integral part with everything that happened, but it's almost like they Jackie Robinson him to hype him and like that stop when there have been other black victims that have been unalived still going on as we talk right now. That it's been slow because this is where when we get into the fun and we get into talking about issues, this is where it becomes real serious because there is the balance of doing what you're supposed to do and how to compartmentalize it. So this is a very serious topic and a very serious issue. But they just convicted him for violating her civil rights. And I'm like, well, if you can do that, because right, why not the others? And why not the others involved? There wasn't just him. And they all should be held accountable. You know, I mean, so often than not, these kind of cases and what have you, the totality of it is so, there's so many audiences to it that the way you're trying to take it all intact. And again, she's been almost forgotten, and that's hard to say because her case was just as big as George Floyd's, but they didn't push the agenda. And that's the sad reality. That's like, we're not going to talk about it as much. And how often does this get swept underneath the rug that they got what you almost want to call a quota for said situation? That's the sad reality. That she's more than that. Breonna Taylor needs to be heard, needs to be taught. It is a reality. Her rights were beyond violated. And it's very inhumane what happened to her. And I think that she deserves way more justice. Way more. Because I'm always getting ready to think if they didn't ever come up with any kind of guilty verdict, I was about to say that she's the female version of Emmett Till. I'm about ready to say it. You know how I feel about Trayvon Martin and others where there was no justice, no peace. This one, so they got this, but it still feels like it could have been much more. But anyway, tell me what you think. Brett Hankinson, former Louisville officer convicted of Breonna Taylor, civil rights in the case. Where you stand on it? Do you think there should have been more about for par for the course? Where you come down on it? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another and share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay woke, stay aware. I'm out. Peace.